So here's 3rd and 20, and with the long yardage, defense going with a nickel look.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them best types of plays that can knock a defense off balance. That'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have what this is about.
Holding. Defense.
And after a nice game, they don't.
Runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into it. 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This fielded at the 2. And an alley to run. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Titans. Their dangerous wide receiver, 98 yards. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a... And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. This fielded at the 2. They juked him. Now a hit and a loose football. And some space here. And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear tuck it.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
12 yards on the pick.
NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
12 yards on the pick. 2nd down, Mariota. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listen. Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
And Mariota not happy about something before the snap, so he'll call for a timeout. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And he has got it. From 55 yards away, that was never in doubt. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they do finally get him at the 12. A huge play there in overtime. 40 yards on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stays on his feet. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown!
We're going to win it.
And let the celebration begin. In an overtime thriller, they're off to the Super Bowl. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way they throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He's got his man on the crossing route. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw.
Done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Being chased out left. And now he'll let. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The big fella. Past the 20. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. A big play there just before halftime. 82 yards.
Really good recognition of the offensive line of the blitz. They picked it up, allowed for more time to throw the ball deep downfield, and a big-time completion.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Their big tight end, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the
opening drive. Defense will win the battle and get the sack. This ends up as a loss of 12. Titans on 1st and 5. Here's the throw is hurried and picked off. Bears defense gets off the field with the turnover. 2nd and 2 coming up. Mariota has the completion across the middle, and after the short pass, he'll score. That puts them up by a touchdown. Titans lined up at the 5. Broken coverage here on the pass play. And a quick 3-play drive ends with the score. That puts them on top by 14.
Okay, he's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they can get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Sure, but that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 82 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, you don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points. They have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They've got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into right football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop him here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe
even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They're going to look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 there. A full And it brings up 3rd and goal. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Their dangerous yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off.
Here for the defense, obviously they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 78 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he'll cut it to the left sideline. A big play there out of the running game. 39 yards.
And then, of course, as the play develops, on defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute.
They'll come out in the pistol. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. Come out in the pistol.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard. Back nine up, Philly. Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 9-yard touchdown. How about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. This first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Stays on his feet. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it. But fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Pass interference. Defense.
Looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
He's going to, and that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Titans. 42 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him.
Mariota now to throw on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard story able to diagnose as he did on that play. He can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part of it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Their big tight end. His first touchdown here of the new camp in the fourth quarter.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker. Sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back.
Moved it well, but here's third down. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And some room to work. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen. Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
All right, now I've got to be careful here.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is down deep into Carolina.
Let's go! Green 39!
They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us. Defense is pressure on the quarterback, but pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
This is taken at the 18. They'll net only 35 here following a 43.
2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Another pistol look here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Their big-bodied receiver in the final minute. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the fourth.
So how many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? They'll look to throw. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. So the game